We're giving it all away, away. We're giving it all to go your way.
Hey guys, I'm gonna share some thoughts with you in under 5 minutes. That's my goal, okay? So here we go. As I was thinking today, I had this thought come to my head, and how important it is that we think on positive, good, encouraging things. It's imperative as believers in Jesus Christ, who face the world, we face our flesh, we face the enemy, the Satan that wants to destroy us. It's important, it's imperative that we think good thoughts, think positive thoughts, think thoughts that reflect the love and the beauty of Jesus Christ. Because if we don't, then as Proverbs 23 verse 7 says, as he thinks in his heart, so does he become. So if I think destructive thoughts, if I think negative thoughts, if I think, woe is me, I'm broke, busted, and disgusted, I'm beat down, ain't nobody loving me, and all this hoopla, boolah, shoolah, all that bunch of goolah. If we think about those things, and if we think them in our heart, we dwell on it, we constantly live in that, then we will become that. We'll become like the goolah and the boolah and the all the shoolah. And so it's imperative as Christians, as followers of Jesus, that we keep encouraging thoughts on this. I was thinking, something that just come to my mind was David. And when he faced that trial, when the Amalekites came in, took their wives and the kids of all his arms, he got by himself and he began to encourage himself in the Lord. It's imperative that when we face the enemy and it seems like everything else is coming against us, all hell is breaking loose in our lives, that we think encouraging thoughts, we think encouraging praises, we think encouraging scriptures. We have to do that, because if we don't, we will be destroyed. Because as a man thinks in his heart, so does he become. Okay, now Philippians chapter 4 verse 8, Paul, he gives us a list to think about, and I love it because he says in verse 9, which we're fixing to get to, he says these things I'm fixing to tell you, I did it, and so do it, and it works. Okay, verse 8, it says this, finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. He said, sanctify them through thy truth, thy word is true. That's what Jesus said, okay? So that's what Paul's talking about. Whatsoever things are true, there's nothing more true than Jesus and his word, okay? Whatsoever things are honest, who is dishonest? What is the father of all lies, okay? That's Satan himself. So we need to think opposite of him. Think opposite of what he wants us to think, okay? That's what Paul's talking about. Whatsoever things are just, okay? That is not thinking about what things that you did in your past. Because if you're bought by the blood of Jesus Christ, you are justified by that blood. You are justified through your faith, okay? Now that justified means that it's just as if you had never sinned. That's why I love that. That makes me want to shout, because God says it's just as if I've never sinned. It's just as if I've never failed him, or I never have failed him, or I never will fail him, okay? So that's what that means. Whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report. What is the good news? Don't give me the bad news. I want to hear about the good news. I want to look at my cup as half full, not half empty, okay? That's what he's talking about, okay? If there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these things. Those things which you have learned and received and heard and seen in me, do. Again, that's what he's talking about. He's saying, I did all these things. Take my word on it. If you do it, if you apply it to your life, then he says this, and the God of peace shall be with you. So the God of peace, the one that controls peace, the one that he has peace. Peace surrounds him, okay? And believe me, I've been in his presence enough through hard times, through trials and tribulation, to know that when I get in God's presence, there is no other place I'd rather be, because that is where my peace is at. That is where my peace that passes understanding. People are like, man, why ain't you going crazy? Why ain't you flipping out? It's because I've been in the presence of God. And that peace that passes understanding, it blows my mind. It blows other people's minds. It's there with me, okay? So I wanted to share that with you. Hey, I got 30 seconds left. So God bless you. I love you. I'm praying for you. Those of you that are watching this video, comment, like, share it. let others know that they need to be thinking good thoughts too, okay? So God bless you. Enjoy your evening. Hallelujah.